Hello and welcome to Magical Travel Adventure. I am Lauren, your host, and today we are going to be talking all about Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. So, if you are new here, hello, I am Lauren. I'm a travel advisor. I specialize in Disney, Universal, and Alaskan cruising, and I help you prioritize so you have the vacation you want, not the vacation other people are telling you to have. So, I am so excited today to talk about the Polynesian Resort. This is one of the hardest resorts to get, and this is a very popular resort at Disney World, and I'm super excited to talk about it. It's one of my the resorts that I definitely want to stay in 2023. Um, so I'm working on it. Don't worry, I'm working on it. But this is such a fun resort. And I have been doing videos on trying to do all the videos of all the resorts at Disney World so you can better see the different resorts and what they have. So this is the Polynesian Village Resort. Most people call it the Poly or the Polynesian. But yes, this is the Polynesian Resort. This is the main lobby. Sometimes people say it's a little underwhelming, but I think it's very on theme. I think walking into the Polynesian is one of my favorite places. It has like a babbling brook, and it's just the people that are there welcoming you into the resort are they're just wonderful. So, I love starting off with a good map of a resort. So, this is the Polynesian Resort. And as you can see, this area here, the Great Ceremonial House, is the main lobby. There aren't really rooms in this area. This is where all the dining is and things like that, and your check in and your gift shops, things like that. So this is the main building. Then these outside buildings here are where you can stay. Now, this is one of the Disney Vacation Club resorts, which means that some of these resorts here over on this side are Disney Vacation Club, which is like a timeshare that Disney World has. So people who have points, who have bought points through Disney Vacation Club, can get these rooms. You also can pay cash for them. So if it's something that you're looking to book, you definitely can look to book those. Now, these out here are the bungalows. And again, that's part of Disney Vacation Club. But again, you can pay cash for them. And as you can see, there's only so many. They're on the water and they do sleep more people. They're very coveted. It's very hard to get into them. So if that's something that you're interested in, just know that. This is the pool area here. So in the main area here, this is your monorail stop here. So you'll have to go into the main building to get into the monorail stop. And then this is the pool, the most amazing pool ever, by the way. And there's actually a pool here. This must have been a more outdated map that I pulled, but there is a little pool also here. It's just a basic pool area. And then if you walk out here, you can take this boat to get to Magic Kingdom. And we're going to talk a little bit about how you can get to the different resorts, but this is just an overview based on the map, what the resort is kind of like. This is a resort where this is the main room. So for most people, you are going to be on outside buildings. So to get to food or things like that, you're going to have to walk outside to get inside to the main building to get your food. Now, I talk about this every time that we do resorts. This is some resort basics. Again, this is some of the over the water bungalows that I was talking about that you can rent DVC points, you can buy DVC points, or you can pay cash and try and rent one of these. But the Polynesian Resort is a deluxe resort. They have standard rooms, club level rooms, and suites. They also have Disney Vacation Club rooms. They have quick service and table service dining, so grab and go type stuff and sit down with menus and people come over to you. And then they also have lounges. There are 2 pools, and the transportation options, depending on where you're going, are walking, monorail, boat, and bus, and we'll go over those later. Now, because I'm covering all the Disney resorts, I am not going over every minute detail. Um, Everyone has bell services and a front desk staff at every resort. There's complimentary transportation to the parks and to Disney Springs. Everyone gets a quick service dining at their resort. There are multiple pools, there's an arcade, there are gift shops, and there are activities at the resorts. They're going to vary depending on the resorts, but every resort and Disney property has those items. Now, if we're talking about the rooms, I will say that the Polynesian has a ton of rooms. So it's really, really hard. That's why in my room categories, or when I talk about rooms, I just show you just what the basic room looks like, because there's so much to these rooms and there's so many categories and there's so many things. The goal is just look into the room and see, is this even something that you would want? So if we look here, this is a standard room at the Polynesian. These rooms were recently redone and they're Moana themed. Now, most of these rooms can sleep 5. You can get 2 people on each bed, and then there is a pull-out sofa that you can also. It kind of converts into a twin. It's not like a full pull-out, so you can have that. And then there are club level rooms. There are different suite options also that you can have. So those, all that stuff. Then there's also Disney Vacation Club. Those are those Disney timeshare places. This is an example of a deluxe studio. So there is 1 queen bed. There is a small pull down bed, I should say, here underneath the TV. And then this is actually a Murphy bed that pulls down. If I put this back up, it's going to be like a couch area. So that's kind of nice. So those are just the standard rooms for this resort. I went backwards. If you've been here before, it happens often. All right, so let's go over some dining. Captain Cook's Dining is the quick service location. It is in the Great Ceremonial House in that main building, and you can mobile order from your room, from the parks, and then pick it up, or you can go here and order your food. It's not a huge sitting area, but there is an area outside that you can also sit in. That's almost always where I sit. I just love it. It overlooks the pool. It's really quite nice. Right outside, if you walk through the main lobby and you're like walking outside, you will come across this. I call it a quick service dining because I wasn't quite sure what to call it, but it's the pineapple lanai, and this is where you can get a Dole Whip. You can get your own Dole Whip at the Polynesian. So you don't have to wait in like this crazy long line. You just have this one line and you can go up and get your Dole Whip. So definitely a perk for staying at the Polynesian if you're a Dole Whip person. Now, this is Kona Cafe. This is a table service option, and they recently redid the restaurant, and this is a great option. So this is a sit down where you would want a reservation, a sit down reservation for Kona Cafe. And this is Ohana, which is a table service option. It is a common place that people want to eat. The breakfast option is a character meal with Lilo and Stitch and other characters. So this is a great option also. So just so you know. Then outside, there is the Barefoot pool bar where you can order drinks and light snacks. There's also a place if you have a refillable mug that you can use that. It went backwards. Tambu Lounge is also in the Great Ceremonial House, and it's a place that you can kind of grab. It's really a lounge-ish area, so you're grabbing drinks, and it's kind of outside where Ohana is, so it gets very busy because people who are waiting to get into their reservation for Ohana are like, well, it's not ready yet, let's go grab a drink. So people are doing that often. But it's a great place where you can grab a drink. They have some really fun specialty drinks, so make sure you check that out. And then another outside lounge, there's the Oasis Bar and Grill. Again, you can see it's a place where you can even sit. So you can order food and you can get drinks. Another place that's super popular is Trader Sam's Grotto, and I kind of threw in the Tiki Terrace in here, but Trader Sam's is very crowded and very popular. People come here often, and it's very popular. It's not like huge, so there's only so much that you can kind of do here, but um, it's Trader Sam's. It's awesome. It's a place to go if you're a loungy person. Kona Island is a kind of like grab and go place, again, where you can just grab something quick and then you're on your way. Shopping here, when you walk into the Great Ceremonial House, you can see the boutique, and it has some great merchandise in here. There is some themed stuff that is specific for the Polynesian, and then just regular merchandise that you would see around anywhere in Disney World. Then upstairs is the Moana Mercantile, and this has some more food options for you. Like if you forgot something like a toothbrush or toothpaste or a comb or need some like over the counter medicine, check here first and see if they have it. They also have like food options. So because Disney Vacation Club, if you get a 1-bedroom or larger, you have a full kitchen. So they will have these refrigerator freezer areas where you can buy things that you can then go back and cook in those Disney Vacation Club rooms. So there is a lot of stuff like that offered here, but you could get milk, things like that that you might need in your room. The pools I talked about, the main pool is right outside of the Great Ceremonial House and right outside that Captain's Cook area. So it's great. It's right there. There's a water slide here. There's 0 entry in here. Then there's a second pool. It's called the quiet pool area. And you can come and sit here and swim. It's awesome. From the main pool, you definitely can see the fireworks when they're going off in Magic Kingdom. So that's kind of cool. You can't see like full view, but you can see some of them. So that's really, really cool. Now, getting from the Polynesian to the different resorts. If you want to get to Magic Kingdom, you can walk. There is a pathway. I will say it's long. I would say it's going to take you about 20 to 30 minutes to walk it. So decide if that's worth it to you. There is also a boat, like I showed you in the map, that you can take to the Magic Kingdom. Those are the 2 places that you can walk to or take a boat. I mean, the Magic Kingdom is the one place you can walk or take a boat to. You can't take a boat to anywhere else. The monorail will take you to Magic Kingdom and to Epcot. The stop for the monorail to Magic Kingdom is inside the Great Ceremonial House. If you want to go to Epcot, there's actually 2 ways you can get to the monorail. The first one is to go into the Great Ceremonial House, get on the monorail that takes you to the Ticket and Transportation Center, get off at the Ticket Transportation Center, and get on the monorail that's going to Epcot. The other thing is you're very close to the Ticket and Transportation Center. So you can walk over to the Ticket and Transportation Center and just get on at the Epcot monorail, and then it's just one monorail stop to get to the Magic Kingdom. So either way, check that out. Might be something that's easier for you. And then if you want to go to Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, or Disney Springs, you're going to take a bus. That is your option. So let's talk about some of the pros and cons of the Polynesian Resort. All resorts have pros, all resorts have cons. I love the Polynesian Resort, but there are some things also that, I think about before I book that trip. So one of the pros is obviously its distance from the Magic Kingdom. It's very close. If you go back, I have that beach view. These are the bungalows. This is the beach view, and these chairs are here so you can watch the fireworks at night. So you can watch the fireworks sitting right there, and it's pretty amazing. So you can watch those fireworks at the beach. The pool area is amazing, and I think it's just very well built that you have the main building, you have that quick service location that you can, sit and have your food right outside the pool area. And there's the pool area, and there's the pool bar also if you want it. It's just a lot of fun in that respect. There's all different types of dining options. Like you could just eat there and not go anywhere else and have really good food every single day. The other thing is that you can walk to the monorail to Epcot. You don't have to switch monorails if you don't want to, from Magic Kingdom to go and then walk around to get to the one for Epcot. So that is also nice. Some of the cons is some of the rooms can feel further away than others. So sometimes you're close to one thing, like you might be close to the boat launch that's going to Magic Kingdom, but then you're further away from the main building, or maybe you've bought for DVC, so you're closer to the Ticket and Transportation Center, but you're a little more of a walk to get to the main building. Now, this walk isn't like huge, but it's noticeable for some when walking can be a concern. I will say that the lounges and the table service restaurants really get busy here. They're very popular and a lot of people go to them, so it can be very hard to get into them. The option to walk to Magic Kingdom is there, but it is long. And you do share buses with the another resort, the Grand Floridian. So you should know that. I will also say this is the very beginning or January of 2023 when I'm recording this, and there is construction between the Polynesian and the Grand Floridian. So depending on where you are, you might be hearing more noise during the day. So it's something to be aware of when you're at the Polynesian. Okay, so great reasons to stay at the Polynesian Resort is if you think you're going to be going to the Magic Kingdom a lot, this is a reason to stay here. It's amazing, the views. You can get a theme park view, which means you will have a view of the castle. And I know this sounds so silly, but it's so cool to be able to see the castle from your room, even just from your hotel. Okay. You have great access to Magic Kingdom and Epcot through the monorails, and you have a character dining experience at Ohana for breakfast. It's nice to have that right at your resort. It does make things a little easier. Now, because the Polynesian is a deluxe resort, you have access to extended evening hours. So certain nights there are later certain parks are open for about 2 hours, and they're only open to deluxe resort guests. So you have that option that you can, you know, go into that resort for an extra 2 hours. So that's really nice. Now, what some of my clients have said to me or want you to know if you are staying there that they absolutely love the Magic Kingdom views. It's so cool, and it's just very calming. The pool area is so great. The kids really like it, and it's just like a really fun place. Another person said they really like all the restaurants. You don't realize if you've never stayed deluxe before, you've only stayed maybe value and even maybe moderate, that it's really nice to have multiple options on where you can eat at your resort. So that's always a nice thing. I've had a few clients that want me to stress to everyone, if you are a person that's going to stay Club Lounge, they say that the Club Lounge is absolutely worth it at the Polynesian. I've never stayed Club Lounge at the Polynesian. It's something I want to do, but they have said that it is absolutely amazing. A few things else that I will say because I recently had someone stay at the Polynesian Resort, and they said that it was such a change from going from a moderate to a deluxe resort that it just seems so different, and I talk about this a lot, that at the value resorts, it just seems like everyone's in a hurry, like, "Okay, we gotta get here, and then we're gonna go to the next thing," and it always feels like it's like, "Okay, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go," and then at the moderates, it's much calmer, and it's like, "Okay, let's go," and it just seems a little quieter at the moderate resorts, and then when you get to the deluxe, it seems more like relaxing. It might be a little louder because so many people are visiting, especially like the Polynesian, the Grand Floridian, or Contemporary, because there's everyone's coming from the Magic Kingdom and they're coming through these hotels. But I would say the Polynesian, it still has that laid back lifestyle, and it's just like a calming place to go, and it has all the things that you could need there. If you couldn't leave your resort, there's plenty of stuff that are offered there. So I just want to throw that in case you are going and want some more information about the Polynesian. So, again, if you like this information, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Let me know your thoughts on the Polynesian Village Resort and if you would stay here. And I will see you next time on Magical Travel Adventure. Bye.